Carrier mission number 7. Alright, we're in the right corner this time, so deploy over here. And like so. Alright, heavy rifle, and so let's kill this guy. Okay, so this one isn't, I mean, we must kill it this turn, but it's not a problem if we move around, as it can't reaction fire. There's a Reaper, so maybe get the round. Double miss. Alright, so I think I'll leave this one to Forgiven. Alright, got lucky. Okay, let's send Horaces forward and see what's out there. Another one, alright. Keep moving. And another Reaper. What else? Alright, just take another upwards. Okay, so I'd prefer to kill this Reaper, as it is close to the civilians. But I'm not sure who exactly can do that. And this one must die. So let's move Franconian out of the way. Alright, so not crouching 35%, crouching still 35%, because she has 100 accuracy. Okay, and gunman. Do you have a clear line of fire? I can't actually tell. It does look like it. Yeah. Alright. You can't double tap anyway. So crouch and give me a name, actually. Yeah, do this. Ooh, one shot, very nice. Alright. So let's keep moving. Horaces. Actually, maybe we could pull back a bit to about here, in case there are more rockets out there. So, and XZ over here. Alright, now on this side, how about you take off? All clear. So maybe land over here. And let's prepare our guys to reaction fire. So Talesian over here. And Llama Horse over here. And Forgiven, about Narwhal just gets out of the way, and Forgiven will be able to open fire. And as soon as it moves somewhere over here, Forgiven will give it a shot, and that's it. And the rest of you guys are fine. So 3 kills, 4 kills in 1 turn. Alright. Alright, so it seems we failed to protect the civilians. One was shot, one was infested. Alright, another one down. And now Trajan can continue moving this way. And up you go. Alright, that guy is using a heavy rifle. I don't see where the civilian went. And I don't think we can open fire on this guy. So how about you land over here? So we see to about here, that's 18 from here. So if we stay at about, you know what, actually this is probably good enough. We should be safe, and we can push Talesian forward as well. Hide behind the rock, and you're fine here. That's 25 to here. Yeah, should be good. Alright, and Gedirond already fired, and Forgiven can join Llama Horse over here. Alright, now the West team. How do we deal with this building? Right, what do we see? Right, there it is. Okay, so what I'm interested in knowing is there anything else out here that can shoot us? It looks like it's clear, so maybe Horaces can just move to about here, like so, and remain airborne. That'll prevent the melee units from attacking. And let's just move forward with our troops so that they can reaction fire if something comes out. I don't think there's any need to take cover, as this is pretty far off. I don't even think our SS will be under fire, but you know. What, that's it? Nobody else? Alright. Okay, that's interesting. If you move to about here, and get to it. Alright. And now give it a shot. Very good. Okay, so the Reaper infested someone else, probably somewhere in the back. Maybe even upstairs, who knows. There it is, and there's a zombie. So how about you just... This should be far enough, right? Yeah, should be far enough. What do we see? Okay. But he won't be able to fire, so that's fine. I'm not entirely sure how we see it. And I think we should turn that way just in case. Just pull back anyway. Alright, so Trajan, have a look. There it is. Get out of the way. Okay, and if you just take off, it looks alright. Now, you should have clear line of no, not really. Alright, I think you need to pull back, as see, that's 30, so this is about 20. Just move over here, it should be fine. Over here, like so, and you can stay here, and you just take a step forward to be in cover. You should be in cover anyway, and you two are fine. And gunman, a couple of steps back, which you can as well. And you just land, and we'll wait and see what it does. Alright, since our scout is now over here, okay, so what do we see? We see a Reaper inside, close to the civilian. We see the heavy rifle over on this side, so we should attempt to kill it. And we see the zombie over here. So Narwhal should have a nice clear line of fire once Forgiven gets out of the way, or perhaps Narwhal just takes a couple of steps forward, like so. Okay, now let me see. We don't need to move far. This should be enough. Yeah. So let's give it a try. Alright, we get lucky. I'm okay with that. So let's see if our scout can find anything. Another rocket launcher. Too far to be a threat though. And another heavy. They're really going all out here. Alright, just wait, and you guys need to pull back. I don't think we can kill it if we attack it now. There's nothing over on the left side though, so maybe if we just move our forces closer to this zombie, we may trigger it into attacking us instead of the civilian inside. How about over here? And I'll have the scout close the door just to be safe from anything that comes over from that direction. How about you have a look over this way as well? All good. And get over here. Now we see. Not enough move to close the door. Alright, you do it then. And you can just get back to here. Actually, that might have been a bad move considering there's a hostile over there. Alright, so let's move our guys a bit closer. This is fine. Alright, do I wanna move him or not? I think I do. Take a step this way. That way you should be covered. And now I'll just turn around. Dirond, just wait. Nothing for you to do. Nothing for you to do at the moment. Although maybe you could take a couple of steps to the left just to make sure that if you do reaction fire against this one, that there's some friendly fire. Llama horse should be fine here. This tree acts as an additional protection, and you two can just wait. Alright, so this is the Reaper. Anything else? Yep, Okay, I want to suppress him. Couple of steps to the left should do it. Actually, I think... yep. Now, before I commit to this, I would like to have a look where the cannon went. It has to be nearby. Alright, it's not as close as I thought it would be, so I think this is okay. We won't get into trouble for this one. And if you just step over here. There we go. There it is. Okay, so it's too far to be any significant threat. Let's see if Gudrun... yeah, why not try it? Okay, and gunman. Hit him. There we go. Alright, so we managed to save one civilian who's gonna get shot next turn. Not much I can do there. Well, maybe I could... how? Well, I'm not gonna complain. Just pull back to about here, and that way you should be safe from the cannon. In the meantime, Franconian looks good. So XC can move forward, I think. Now, you know what, just get back to here and close the door, and let's bring all of our guys to the building, and we'll move forward from there. JCAN over here. Get as close as you can, and it's fine. Alright, finish. If you just reload, you can get a move on. So he's definitely too far to be a threat if we move to here. So let's do that. And you can just land. And we'll wait. Alright, Horace, let's have a look. There it is. Anything else? Looks alright. So... still not enough move. That's a hit. No suppression. How much closer do you need to get? Well, far enough, so get a move on. Okay, so how far can you throw a flashbang? I suppose we could hide behind this tree. But you know what? There's really no need. Let's just wait for it. Like so, and just move over here, and you'll be fine. Talesian can wait, I guess. Nothing you can do about it. So you can move a fair bit of distance, I think. And that's it for this side. Now, maybe some of our other team can assist. Nope. Alright, get over here. Actually, I should have moved here if I wanted to try. Alright, how about you give it a shot? There it is, and 45. I don't know what's happening, it's probably some stupid auto update again. Okay, so I need someone to have a look over on this side. All good, and get back. And you can come over here. Alright, Richard, off you go. Still there. I think it actually moved away. And suppress, very good. So, can you reach here? Yeah. Alright, first Horaces, have a look. There's another heavy. And let's use our own heavy. It's a bit far, but it should be alright. No suppression. Guessing was it alright? Sniper to the rescue. Okay, so just take a step this way so that you're covered. Nah, just wait here. Good. And back. And you can come here now. Scout number 2. And that's it, basically. Move to here. You should be alright. And you can come here, and you can just make sure we're not getting flanked. Yep, good. And then come. You should be fine over here. Get back anyway, just in case. Alright, Gedirond, move forward. That one as well. Well, at least we saved one, I suppose. Alright, let's have a look. All the way to the door. Right. This way. And Trajan. Anything over on this side? Doesn't appear so. Okay, let's move. Stop here. And over here. Jake here. And the rest of the guys keep moving. Reload. And next turn. Okay, JCat, have a look. Right, and Trajan, over this way. Okay, so this side appears to be clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4 already killed. There could be something on this side though. So that's why Horasis will go over this way. Though if there was something on this side, I would expect, yeah, it's open. Alright, let's just get to the door and wait here until Horasis confirms it's actually safe. Since this appears clear, how about you move over here and the rest of the guys move to these outcroppings. so, so that the shield is in front. I don't know, I kind of get the feeling the hostile should be right here. Yep, and it's a rocket. So, as long as we flashbang it, we should be fine. Let's have J-Can open the door. And now the problem, of course, is there something behind there? But I don't really care. Franconian, get over here. Throw a flashbang. Franconian, move. Ah, pistol. Alright, so I would like to kill it. Gideon, J-Can maybe? How about you do it? Suppress it at least so that it doesn't fire on Franconian. Actually, since it's not looking our way, we should be alright. Like so. And with that door open, we can now attempt to kill it. Suppressed. Can't attack it from here. Okay, so what I'd like is for Eggsy to close both doors as he's moving. So the question is, can he do that and fire at the same time? And I don't think he can do. So maybe you can just finish it off. Nope. Okay then. This door needs to be closed, and probably the other one is... no, the other one isn't as necessary. Just have a look behind, just in case. Alright, looks good. So get back. Here's my choice currently. I can either put finish here and destroy it, or actually that's probably the best choice. Like so. And then just put Narwhal here. And you get out, and J-Can can close the door. No wait, Eggsy has to move first. Close this. Ah, it can't be closed. Okay, then close this. And get out of the way. You as well, if you can. You can't. Okay, get behind the shield then. And close this door. Like so. Maybe Telesiant over here. Now let's wait. We're in position to have a look further, so now let's do this. There it is. store, all good. So if you just move back to here, should be fine, and crouch, and you can probably get to here, not really. Alright, just close this door and we'll set up over here. Might as well reload, no harm. And over this way. Actually, your team east. Gunman over here. J-Can over here. Nope. Fire. You can fire. And Gedirond over here. And finish, get a move on. And there we go. Alright, let's secure the teleporter. Over there. And then you go. Alright, good. Nothing here. And let's get into position. I think we scored a lot of kills before we even got to the UFO, so I'm not expecting much in the way of resistance. Get over here and just cut a path. There we go. And I should probably do the same on this side. So let's bring in, say, Lava Horse to here and just didn't quite make it. Alright, I'll figure it out next turn. It won't really matter if there's nothing on the next level. So let's have a look. Yep, all clear. So it's this particular configuration. We'll be deploying over here after we secure the immediate area behind the door. So can you get to here? Yeah. Like so, and over here. Keep moving. Alright, so let's have a look upstairs. There's the last Reaper, so no need to fear that. 4 hostiles all turned away at the moment. Is it safe at the door? I don't think it can reach us. So I think it's safe to start deploying our guys over here, like we did in our previous video. So let's start with blowing this up, like so, and then you can get back to here. Same thing on this side. Just to make firing a bit easier for us later. Alright, now let's have a look. How did they deploy? Alright, it seems rocket, 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 and this is probably a heavy. These guys are no threat whatsoever. So, open fire. this one. Now, this should probably be flashbanged first, or perhaps we should fire at an immediate... Yeah, I think I'd prefer flashbang first. So, give it a throw. Will you be able to move out of the way? No. Then put the gun down. Just drop it. And 44 for a throw. And get out of the way. And I'll have Telesian, I think. No. Forgiven will have to do it. But let's first suppress. Not a single hit. Gedirond. And Llama Horse. Okay, and Forgiven, move forward. Yeah, why not? We can also close the door later. Good. So now we're just left with 2 rockets in the back, and we can actually get closer with our troops. You can't move. You over here. You can't move. Alright. Robot over here. And the shotgun over here. Alright, so they're both... Since they're both rockets, we can do this, no problem. Even suppress it. And you fire over this way. How about you get a bit closer and just to get the experience. Over here and grab your pistol, your baton, and just... Alright, you can't do anything. What if you take a step back? Alright, good. No joy. Alright, Franconian, maybe you can get out of the way and let the ranged units handle this one. Of course, hitting anything seems to be a problem, so let's wait until next turn. Alright, let's rush it. This should be enough. And there we go, done. 2 military crosses, one for Gunman and one for Narwhal. We also get an Order of Terra, a Long Service Medal, and promoted to Commander.